lip serve. I also like going to the public library and getting free books. That's my thing, you know. You can turn in and request any book basically that they have.
Do they have many Spanish books at your library?
Well, specifically at one of the library I'm at, no, but you can request any and then they just send it to you in a week. So that's what I love. That's what I use. I already put in my sidekick, the word reference that you mentioned. I also use the Yahoo is it Yahoo or Google? I think it's Google. The translation, you can put in a text, a sentence, or a phrase, and it translates it into. It has a whole list of languages, but mainly I use the Spanish.
Just be really loud.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
kind of hard
much.
to hear.
Well, similar, but I'm still kind of new at it. I just joined the Yahoo list. I'm trying to just speak more Spanish to people I know that do speak Spanish. And even instant message in Spanish. Sort of forces me to try to be more correct.
That's nice to know.
As I read. Not that I do. And it's, I've just learned so much more here. I really didn't know other resources.
You wouldn't know it from the interpretation, but I read my Bible in Spanish and have since I was a little girl. So a lot of that's the source. I also watched La Fea Más Bella.
All right.
I never really watched Spanish, so that's but I watched it. Yeah, well, I think I read a lot of good Mexican words that I didn't know, so it helped. Dictionaries constantly.
How many people have an electronic dictionary with them? I own two, and one of them cost me $15. I got it at Myers. I don't know if they have Myers in your state, but it's like an equivalent of Walmart, but not so country. Not quite so multinational. And I have another one that cost me about $60 or $70. And to be perfectly honest, it's not much better than my other one. I have both of them here, and if anybody wants to look at them before we go downstairs, you can look at them. I know there's one that one of the instructors in Texas showed us that was about 250, 260, and I hope it cleans my house for that price. But I don't know. If you just start out with a $10, $15 one, I can assure you it still comes in handy because I use mine almost every day of my life. And even when it's just I'm uncertain about a word, it's nice to have it there and it fits anywhere. So I would suggest everybody invest in one of those.
I am huge. I am because I have a lot of friends in Colombia and Chile, in different places, and so I think that is really what brought my Spanish up. You know, because I was born and raised in New York, so even though my parents always spoke Spanish and I always used it at home, it's not the same as being able to use it all the time. I use Google for everything. So yes, that. Music. You know, music is huge. I mean, and not reggaeton or anything like real Spanish in real music.
You don't like the bling bling part.
No, none of that boy. I'll take my none of that craziness.
Are there any resources that you weren't aware of that you plan to take?
Word reference. I think I might have skimmed across it maybe once or twice, but I really didn't think, duh, I can use this all the time. And I'm going to get another chance to use this. Why not?
Good.
You know,
Let's go back up here first. I think we skipped over two.
I'm also new to this. I'm also new to the trilingual interpreting. So basically, what I do at home is speak solely Spanish with my parents and son with my brother and whatnot, and then see the Spanish TV and novelas and the news, and then if I'm not certain about a certain word, I ask my mom what it means. And what I'm going to do now is invest in an electronic dictionary and the word reference.
Lo que uso ahora son mis parientes. Le hablo a mi papá todo el tiempo.
¿Puedes mover?
Le hablo a mi papá todo el tiempo. Y le digo, Dad, ¿cómo se dice? Dad. Así les llamo, Dad, ¿cómo se dice? Las noticias en español, porque las oigo en inglés. Tengo la tele y cuando estoy haciendo lo que tengo que hacer, ahí está. En la noche las pongo en en español, porque es el mismo tema, pero tengo palabras en español y amistades. Un grupo que tenemos en Script, Southern California RAD, es un grupo trilingüe. Esos son 3 clubes ahorita. Los que voy a usar es la opinión, competir con español. Yo siempre me sugiero a mi papá, mira, lee esto, lee esto.
La opinión se llama.
La opinión se llama, la opinión. Y creo que lo puedes usar en la internet. Creo que hay un cargo, pero sí se puede usar en la internet. Y una cosa que me sugirió mi papá, que es lindo hombre, me dice, la primera novia mexicana. Una novia mexicana. Porque es cierto, así conocí la seña yo, porque conocí una chava que está todavía sola. Y así aprendí la seña, nunca tuvo el motivo de ser intérprete, por eso aprendí la seña. Como aprendiste con ella.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Can you just stand up a little bit closer? I'm sorry.
Me sugirió mi papá, como aprendí yo las señas, porque conocí una chava que está sorda. Me sugiere, pues encuentra otra chava que habla español. Entonces, si saben a alguien, conocen a alguien.
Well, I tell everybody that I really wasn't interested in a husband or even a boyfriend. I was interested in Spanish practice, and I ended up marrying him. So, yeah, I say go for it. Socialize with your Spanish-speaking friends. You don't know where that could end up.
I'd say mostly I've relied on dictionaries and TV news and commercials. I love them. And if I switch stations, and same thing on the radio, different radio stations, you hear different things. So it's been entertaining as well as educational, as well as reading La Raza in Chicago. It's the Chicago newspaper. And I'm going to definitely start using a thesaurus. And I'd love to get on the listserv and read some more as well.
Like I said, for those who don't read as much Spanish, I've picked books that I've already read in English, or I know they're at a level that's not going to frustrate me. I mean, you're not going to keep doing it if, right, I started with children's books because when I didn't know the word for conejo and there was a picture of a bunny on the page, it was pretty easy for me to figure it out without having to get to a dictionary every time. So wherever you need to start, but to start building up your Spanish reading skills. Amy?
I've, up to this point, relied mostly on colleagues and dictionaries and parents, family members. It's always great, and friends. One of the new resources that I will use is word reference, because I remember it.